Hi there, Aries. Welcome back. Don't forget to click on that like button, guys. If you're new here, if you're a cross watcher, my name is Ninja and I'll be your reader. Let's see what comes out for you, Aries. What's going on in Aries' energy spirit? Please and thank you. Aries, you might be feeling frustrated because things are not turning out the way that you've been planning. Um, maybe you just feel like things are holding you back at this time. It could also be because you're struggling. Could be finances, okay? But it's like you're struggling and nobody sees you struggling, or you feel like you're alone while you're struggling. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to proceed. That's what it's saying. You don't know how to proceed. For another one of you, um, somebody might have taken advantage of you, left you in a tight spot, left you in a situation that you can't figure out how to get out of. Remember that this is a general reading, guys, so do take what resonates and leave the rest for somebody else. Now, this person that might have taken advantage of you could be a Libra. It could be somebody that you met at a party or at a bar, or you met this person during a time of celebration. You thought that this person was somebody else, and they came across as somebody who you could open up to, be nice to, and turned out no, that person is not who you seem or what they seem to be. For you who is struggling and you're not happy, things have not turned out the way that you're hoping. It looks like that time for you to stand up for yourself is coming. Because according to this, it's time for you to step up and take on some kind of challenge around you and persevere. Like, take on this challenge and persevere and keep going on and move on. And that's what I'm hearing. Even though at this time, it looks like you don't trust your environment, or you don't trust somebody around you. This could be somebody that has been unfair to you, somebody who has criticized you. Let me get that card. It fell down. Okay. Now, you might be feeling depression. You might be feeling vulnerable because of this person, or you just feel powerless to stop them from being so critical of you. This person is going to do what they want to do. You can't control other people. You know what I mean? But you can control how you feel and how you react to this person, the way that they're treating you. Like, you can learn to just let it roll off your back. Even though it's very difficult depending on who this person is in your life. Like, for instance, if it's a parent, you tend to take it more to heart when it's a parent than if it's just, your neighbor or something. You know what I mean? So it can be challenging, and that might be one of the challenges, because in this reading, I'm seeing one challenge after another. Like you're having a roll of challenges that you're having to deal with in a daily basis. And I think that the best way to learn how to handle this is by understanding what's behind this person, like what's behind their behavior. Well, first of all, I could tell you, one of you, this person is racist, okay? For another one of you, they're just mean. They're just a mean person, okay? And it looks like also that they want to extract something from you. Okay? So there's like they they want to disrespect you because they want to make you feel like you're not worth something. They want to make you feel like you need to give them more of something. It's a way of them extracting possibly like money from you, energy, time. They want to extract something from you because they need something. Their behavior toward you is because they themselves are selfish, okay? They themselves need something, so they're going to treat you with disrespect. They're going to criticize you. They're going to act out this way because it's their way of making you feel like you're worthless, and it gives them something in return by making you feel this way or making you feel like you're not enough. So, like, if this is a parent, they're going to try to make you, well, it's manipulation. They're going to try to manipulate you to make you feel like you're not giving enough or you're not doing enough for them. Now, it could be because of their own insecurities. According to what I see here, it could be because their life is not working out as good as they were hoping. It could be because this person could blame you as to why their life is not working out as great as they want it to be. It could be because they're jealous of you. According to the cards here, it could be because they're jealous of you. They're just intimidated by you. They're intimidated by what you're capable of doing. So they have to make you feel small or make you feel inadequate, make you feel weak, make you feel lesser than, right? To make themselves feel better. And this person they're struggling. So they want to make you struggle. See, because it doesn't feed into their ego, if they're struggling and then they see you doing great. You know what I mean? Because according to this person, like, everybody should be beneath them. And the only way to keep everybody underneath them is by making everybody feel bad or criticize people, make people question their worth. And I think this is the biggest thing that this person is trying to do is make you question your worth, to make you depressed. Now, if you're feeling depressed because you got all these problems all at one time, you know, financially, finances, and then this person, so it's like adding more pressure to your pot. The steam is rising, and spirit is saying is that, well, for one, God's not going to give you more than you can handle, and two, and I'm going to tell y'all something that actually works for me. And I don't know if everybody will agree with me. Probably not. But one thing that works for me is just to tell yourself that you have no control over things in your life. Like, there's no real reason to be upset about things once you accept that you have no control over things outside of yourself. Like, you don't have control over what's going to happen. Like, what's going to happen is meant to happen. You can't stop it. It's going to happen. And when bad things happen or I have people like this in my life, I just tell myself, like, okay, I can't control that person. I can control myself. I can control how I feel about what they're doing to me or how they're trying to treat me. And then I just, there's a reason, and I just don't know what the reason is, but there's a reason, and it has nothing to do with me. And that's what you need to tell yourself. It has nothing to do with you, because it really doesn't have anything to do with you. Even though this person is acting this way towards you, it has nothing to do with you. It has more to do with them and what's going on in their world and how they're reacting. Have you ever been around people who when things are going bad in their personal life, they take it out on other people, and you know it? There's a woman that's around me. She's always nice, but apparently her husband doesn't want to be with her anymore. So now every time she comes around, she is just like so nitpicky about everything. She just, like, she won't stop. It's like her misery, she has to share it with the world. And there's people like that they want to share their misery with everybody. They want everybody to be miserable, you know. You can't control how that person reacts. You can't control how that person is treating you. You just got to roll it off your back. Now, for one of you, this person is actually trying to make you feel old. They're trying to make you feel useless. They want you to feel like, oh, like you don't have no choice. You have to cling on to them. Now, you want to know what the truth is? And why this person's acting that way? Well, I'll tell you. They feel like you're smart, okay? They feel like you're wise and you have wisdom that they don't have. That's what's wrong with them. They feel like you're smart. You're smarter than you should be, okay? This could be somebody who has caused problems in the family, or you've had problems with this person. This person could be a family member, could also be an ex, okay? They actually feel like you have knowledge that you shouldn't have, and like you have an understanding of the world that they don't have. You know what I mean? They feel like you're smarter than your years. Now, this could be like somebody that you grew up around, and this might be for one of you. You grew up around this person, and you appeared to be wiser than your years, which set the tone for this person to start treating you this way. You know, it's the beginning. Like, oh, how does Aries know these things? How can Aries be so smart? How can Aries be so mature? And this is for one of you who this is somebody that you grew up with. Now, for another one of you, this could be an ex who just wants to make you feel like crap about yourself, make you feel inferior to them. And it's more of a tactic to try to make you or force you to feel like either you have to stay with them because nobody else will want you, or to make you feel like you have to return to them if you've already left them, make you feel like you need to return to them because if you don't return to them, nobody else is going to want you. That kind of thing. It's a mental trap, you know. That's what I'm seeing here. It's just a mental trap because yeah, this could have been like somebody that you were forced to walk away from, and you were forced to become more and more independent. You know what I mean? You were forced into a position where you had to become independent. It was like either swim or sink. You know what I mean? Like you could stay there and just keep sinking and letting this person, hammer you down and make you feel bad about yourself, or you just have to get away from that person. Three of Wands. See, that's what I'm telling you. Exactly. See, they wanted to make it so difficult for you. Okay, so for one of you, I feel like this might be a past situation that's still going on. Like so it was started from the past and now it's just something that just keeps going on and on. For another one of you, this is definitely something where it's happening like right now or in the near future. This person doesn't want you to walk away. They want to make it so difficult for you to walk away. This is why they're critical of you. This is why they're mean to you. Okay? Now, I'm not talking to you who this person is racist. I'm not talking about, this person trying to keep you stuck. No, the person is just racist and mean. Okay? They got mental problems, and they just want to make you feel worthless for whatever reason because, whatever their issues are. And it's more of a personal issue for them. It has nothing to do with you. You know what I mean? And I think that's the biggest thing that we need to remember is that when we're dealing with these kind of people that are bullies and try to do these kind of things to us, is to remember that it's not our issue, it's their issue. You know what I mean? It's their problem that they're trying to create and make it our problem. And it's not our problem, it's their problem. Just remember, Aries, you are not responsible for this person's inferiority complex, okay? You're not responsible for what they're doing. Now, to tell you the truth, this person is a coward, okay? And this person is this, they have this idea that they know everything, which they don't know anything. And a lot of times when people think that they know everything, they tend to be the most ignorant people in the world, okay? And that's the truth. Have you ever met these people that they think they're so smart and it's so funny because they're so stupid and they think that they know everything and then to find out they know nothing? So, anyways, this person, I can tell you right now that this person is planning to do something to be very rude to you, okay? They want to be rude to you, they're planning to be rude to you, and usually it's because they need to, oh, look what came out. Judgment. Um, that flipped out. Okay. So anyways, This person is planning to be rude to you, and it's because they want to push you into the full energy. Hmm. Now, whether this person realizes that that is where they're pushing you or not, who knows? You know what I mean? Like, who really knows what's going on in this person's head? But that's exactly where they're pushing you. They're pushing you into this energy of the full, which means you are going to like brush it off, right? You're gonna allow yourself, and well, I want to say allow yourself, but they're gonna actually put you into this energy of being very lighthearted because it's your way of shaking off that negative energy that this person has put on you, you know. And you going into the full energy lets me know that you have this ability to manifest what you want here. You know what I mean? Like, you can put yourself out there, you can take a risk, you're not afraid, you know. And by doing that, this person doesn't realize it, but they're putting you on a path of changing your life. Like, they don't even know that their negativity and their criticism of you and them being mean to you is actually going to make you make a conscious decision to go for it, to go for something that you've been really wanting, you know? Usually people like this don't realize it. They don't realize what they're doing. They think that they're doing something, like they think that they are going to like crush you and make you feel stuck and make you feel like you can't move, and then it ends up being the opposite. You end up having no choice but to move. You know what I mean? Because you can't let this person just sit there and keep attacking your confidence. You know what I mean? You have to actually get up and do something. You're gonna that's your way of fighting back, right? You get up and move and do something, and that's where you're gonna jump into the full energy. Now, you also have the Judgment card and the Chariot card here. So that's you taking charge, you know, not just throwing yourself out there and, you know, having some kind of life changing decision here, you know, and moving on with your life, but it's you being aware and being very conscious. It's you putting your life back on track. See, this person doesn't know you have other things going on in your life, like over here. Like I said, maybe you've been feeling depressed, or you're feeling like, you know, you're not in control of things, right? Um, you're gonna be changing all that around, and it's like you're gonna do whatever you have to do to make it happen for you. It doesn't matter how hard things are gonna get. You're gonna have that change. So this person, you know, people are strange, right? It's like they don't realize. They think that they're hurting you, and in actuality, this person is actually helping you, because it's like you're going to end up being forced to do things that you wouldn't normally have done. And it's going to end up being because of this person pushing you, trying to make you feel small, you know? It's like you're going to prove them wrong, right? And that's exactly what you're going to end up doing. Whenever people attack a fire sign, it's not gonna they're not gonna react the way that people expect, because maybe this person has done this and they've done it to a water sign, and then a water sign, they just become more and more emotional, right? With the fire sign, it backfires because it's the opposite effect. A fire sign gets up and will either come back at you, right? Will either come back at you with the same force, or will move on and do something like what you're about to do here, where you're about to change things up in your life, right? And become the person in your driving seat, right? Like, you're going to be the person who's going to end up making the decisions here. And the way you're reacting is very normal, you know? Um, I think it is, because it's the way I would react. I would just move on and you know, take charge of my life and go out there and push myself forward, right? The reason why I'm seeing this person doing this to you, another reason, is because they want to include you here, Aries, into something that they're doing that could be very could be wrong. Like it could be legally wrong or something. They're trying to force you into a bubble. Yeah, I would be careful with this person because it seems like this person wants to include you into something that they're doing that is wrong. So this could be like theft or yeah, like they're trying to get you involved in something that they're doing or make it like yeah. Let me try to see how I can explain this. Whatever they're into, right? This person's into something that they shouldn't be doing, could be legal, like illegal activity, right? And they're trying to like make it where you have to do it too because see if you do it too, then it includes you so it makes you like at their level. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like it makes you at their level. So if you go around and you don't commit crimes, then they feel like you're a goody tissue or you feel like you're too good for them. You get what I'm saying? I hope I explained that right. But anyways, instead of that, I see you doing something spontaneous. I see you doing something exciting. I see you putting yourself out there and changing your life around or changing your life. Doesn't necessarily have to be around, but like changing your life, you know? And like really appreciating your freedom to be able to do these things. For one of you who this is an ex, it's like you're looking out there and you're realizing that there's a whole world out there just waiting for you to explore. Why are you going to be around this person who's going to be treating you this way? You know what I mean? So you might find yourself looking into Egypt or looking into Morocco or looking into, you know what I'm saying? Like looking into other places that you've always wanted to go. It's like the world is your oyster. You know what I mean? Your view of how you're looking at things is changing. Now, for one of you who this is an ex that has always held you back. Okay? And their issue here is not that they're racist, but they're sexist. Okay? So they feel like because of your gender that you should do this or that or you should be this way or that way. Okay? And you might have always been the kind of person that had big dreams. Like maybe you've always wanted to travel, and that's why Morocco and Egypt popped in my head. Maybe you've always wanted to travel. Maybe you've always wanted to go out there and do things. And because this person was aware of it, they wanted to make you feel small, to make you feel like you couldn't do those kinds of things. The thing is that when you have somebody attacking your confidence, you have no choice but to move. You know what I mean? Either stay and put up with it and just slowly die, or you need to move. And you're going to move. You're not going to stay. You know what I mean? Their tactics are not going to work on you. And if this is a past situation, then their tactics did not work on you. You went on and moved out of the way. You saved yourself. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we have to save ourselves. And with this kind of person, it doesn't matter what you do. Like, seriously, it doesn't matter what you do. If you stay, they're going to be angry and mean and ugly. And if you go, they're going to have something to talk about and they're going to be mean and ugly. So it doesn't matter what you do. You know what I mean? So I think, yeah. I think learning how to deal with these kind of people, the best way it really is to just get away from them. You can't fight these kind of people because they will pull you down. They will suck the life out of you. And the next thing you know, 30 years has passed and you're still there doing this crazy dance with somebody who has nothing going on in their life, who's miserable in their own life. And you know what I'm going to tell you? I think this person has a very bad spirit. Anytime a fly comes out of the blue, which this little fly, it's just weird, just coming out of the blue. Anytime a fly comes out of the blue, it's because there's a bad spirit that's lingering around you. You know what I mean? And that's what I think I'm picking up on here is a lingering evil spirit that's just around you, Aries. And the only choice that you do have is to get away from this person and have this new beginning, because that's where it's ending here in this reading, is you having a new beginning and making the right decisions. Yeah. Making the right decisions for yourself and rebuilding your life up here. That's how it's coming out. But woo, this person is not going to like it. Especially if you start traveling, I'll tell you one thing, this person is not going to like it. They're going to be angry because they're not going to be able to reach you, and they're not going to be able to control you. You know what I mean? They're not going to be able to pull you down into their level, or pull you into whatever crap that they're trying to do here. Because for one of you, this person is definitely trying to pull you down into some kind of crap that they're into, or get you involved in something that could be illegal. Okay? Another one of you, this person wants to control you because it's like they want to get what they can out of you. You know what I mean? Like get every little drop of blood that they can get out of you. And it looks like financially has something to do with finances. So it's like they're trying to take all your time, because money is time. So they're trying to take all your money, your time, your energy, your thoughts. And the fact that you're smart as hell is something that this person is attacking. So, yeah, it's because you're smart. You're wise. That's how it's coming out, saying that you're very wise. And this person can't compete with you. You should pat yourself on the back. Really. You know what I mean? That means you said something to this person. You let them know how smart you were and they didn't like it. And it's because you were smart. And you're younger. You're younger than this person. You know what I mean? And you shouldn't know or have an understanding that you do. See? It's a lingering spirit. It's a bad spirit, Aries. I'm going to go ahead and get out of this reading, Aries. This person's going to be mad, especially for you who's going to be traveling soon. And I know I said Morocco and Egypt, but you don't have to go to those places. You could just travel. I mean, if you're in the United States or whatever country you're in, there's plenty of places to travel in your country. You know what I mean? There's plenty of places to see in your own country. You don't have to travel abroad or go other places. You know what I mean? Sometimes you could go just a couple of cities over and end up discovering something totally new. You know what I mean? Totally different than what you have here, wherever you are, right? Me and my daughter went on a little road trip, and we only went like not even 30 miles away, and we found this little lake. And it's you could go swimming in it, and you could fish in it and do all kinds of stuff, and we didn't even know it was there. And it's not even 30 miles from us. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's lakes closer to us, but we didn't know about that spot. And that spot is really nice. Actually, we love that spot. It's about 30 miles away. So when I say about traveling, you don't have to go that far. Sometimes it could be something that's so close to you and you don't even know it's there. Anyways, Aries, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this reading, okay? Uh Moving on and learning how to handle things is the biggest message here. And Spirit wants you to know that everything that happens for a reason, and sometimes we don't see it at the time, but it's really to push us to face challenges, to help us grow, and then to help us move into the direction that is going into our higher self, right? Sometimes bad things happen. And if this is an ex, then this is an ex that you're divorcing or you divorced, and there's a reason why you had to divorce that person. It's because there's something better for you out there, you know. All right, Aries, thank you for being here. Catch me in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Bye bye, guys.